Lancaster Pennsylvania man has been arrested after stabbing and dismembering his father's body earlier this week. The authorities responded to an apartment at 8:51 a.m. on the 11th of August, located at 202 West Strawberry Street, after receiving a call from an upset woman requesting a welfare check on a family member. The woman explained to the investigators that 32-year-old Donald Meshey Jr. told her there was a head in the freezer and a cadaver in the bed. She said she saw what she believed to be a head of a family member in the freezer. When a deputy arrived at the residence, Donald escorted the responding officer to the kitchen and removed what appeared to be a human head on a white dinner plate from the freezer. The officer asked Donald for a photo of the loved one, which matched the head's appearance, which he confirmed to be his father, 63-year-old Donald Meshey Sr. While interviewing Donald, he told the investigator that he found what he described as a cadaver doll in his father's bedroom early on the 10th of August. The cadaver doll sounded and looked like his father, he explained. He admitted to the officer that he stabbed the cadaver doll in the chest for 2 to 3 minutes with an 8 or 9-inch knife, then used a 3-foot handsaw to dismember the body. He then put the severed arms, legs and head in industrial-sized garbage bags, which he placed in the basement. He retrieved the head the following morning and put it in the kitchen freezer. He then put the torso in a garbage bag and placed it in the storage chest. He then used a hand trolley to transport it to his car outside. An autopsy completed on the 12th of August confirmed the identity of the man to be his father and the cause of death to be multiple stab wounds to the body. Donald was arrested and taken into custody at the Lancaster County Prison. He's been held without bail and is facing several charges, including criminal homicide and abuse of a corpse. An elderly North Carolina woman was found dead in concrete in the basement of her home after firing her caretaker, who's been charged with her murder. The victim, 70-year-old Lynn Keane, fell and suffered a traumatic brain injury earlier this year. She needed help and hired a live-in caregiver, 53-year-old Elizabeth Casarino. Keane shortly went missing from a Linville Falls, North Carolina home after firing her in June. Neighbours, however, noticed Casarino living in a former employer's home until late July. Relatives of Keane filed a missing persons report on the 30th of July, saying they last spoke to her on the 14th of June. When investigators initially checked Keane's home, they discovered it was secured and the car was missing. The authorities later discovered Keane's abandoned car on Blue Wing Road in Cherokee and traced Casarino's cell phone to the area. The vehicle was found with 2 empty bags of concrete in the trunk, leading to a search warrant for Keane's house. When the investigators searched Keane's home, they found evidence of blood on the walls, ceiling, and floor of a bathroom. When they entered the basement, there were a lot of flies present, which caused the detectives to believe there was something dead there. They started chipping away at enough concrete to discover human remains inside. An autopsy and dental records confirmed that it was Keane. It also determined that she suffered blunt force trauma to the head and was strangled with a belt, but it's unclear exactly when she died. While searching for Casarino, investigators found surveillance footage in Marion, North Carolina that showed her driving Keane's car and using one of her bank cards. On the 8th of August, Avery County Sheriff's Department announced that Casarino was taken into custody. She's been charged with Keane's murder, identity theft, larceny of motor vehicle, and financial card theft. She's held at the Avery County Jail on a secure bond of more than $1.6 million.